guys, thanks for coming so quickly to the chart chamber.
I still don't like that we're calling it that.
Yeah, are we sure that's the best we can do?
You did say you preferred it to the alternatives.
You mean the planning parlour? That's not much of a choice, is it?
Besides, that was mostly because Pogo thought you said parkour. Tried to flip off the table and broke his arm.
That's not true. I landed the flip. It was the wall one that broke my arm, and that's only because the wall collapsed.
Are we really having this conversation again? This is not what I called you here for. I called you here because I think I found something. I'm not sure, but if I'm right, we need to move quickly. So I want some extra eyes on it to make sure.
Ooh, that sounds positive. Let's have a look.
Okay, so here's a look at all the places that Bella's hit up in the last year.
Hang on. This looks different to the last time I saw it.
What? What do you mean?
It didn't look like this last time.
It does. You were just stood on the other side of the map last time. Ignore him.
Anyway, as we've spoken about, there doesn't seem to be any pattern to these locations, right?
None that I can figure out, and I've tried running it through every algorithm that I can think of.
And nothing that ties Bella to these places.
Not at all. As far as I know, she didn't even know some of these places existed a year ago.
And that's not to mention that she seems to be able to travel between these planets with impossible speed. Almost as if she has access to teleportation.
Gordo, we've been over this. Hector is the only one who's figured that out.
And even I haven't figured out how to get us back here after the fact without another machine at that location.
And I still don't understand why we can't just use the first teleportation machine to teleport the second teleportation machine ahead of us. And then when we're done, we already have a machine to get back with.
I thought we agreed he wasn't allowed to speak in these meetings anymore.
We've been over this, Hogarth. The machine can only transport organic matter, and the clothes we're wearing for some unexplained reason.
But we're very thankful for.
The point remains, if someone else had discovered it, it would be all over the space news, and we would know about it.
Not necessarily. I mean, as you said, Hector cracked it for us, and we've never advertised that. What's to say that someone else couldn't do the same and keep it a secret for their own ends?
Not being funny, but did you really call an emergency meeting just to annoyingly recap the conversations we've been having for months? Because if that's the case, I'm going back to bed.
I was just getting to that. Hector, when we picked you up to come work for us, what did you say you were doing?
I was mourning the loss of my wife.
You lost her. I thought you accidentally turned her into a dog when your experiment went wrong.
I was trying to spare myself having to relive that, so thanks for that.
You're welcome.
Yes, but what did you say that experiment was?
It was the first form of the teleportation machine that I created for you.
That's not true.
What?
I mean, that's not true. You told me before that you had a few spare prototypes with your old science partner before you went separate ways and made that machine. So it wasn't your first form of it.
Okay, what difference does that make?
It makes all the difference in the world. What did you say was the name of your old partner, Hector?
Dr. Tokyo. Why?
Just as I thought. Take a look at this.
No, but that means...
What is it?
What does it say? I can't read it.
It says that Dr. Tokyo has disappeared without a trace. No one knows where or when it happened.
And why is that such a big deal?
Look where it happened.
And the date of the paper.
Oh! Wait. I still don't get it.
This paper is from the day after the first attack that Bella made, and it says the disappearance happened on the same planet that Bella attacked.
So that means... What does that mean?
It means that the attack was a distraction. Hector, why did you split up with Dr. Tokyo?
Disagreements. We were trying to figure out teleportation from different approaches. As you know, I was exploring the mechanical route, whereas Dr. Tokyo was convinced that there was a chemical option. It was an elegant proposal, no need for heavy machinery, just a pill or a potion that you could take to get you where you needed. Very elegant. The only issue is that it's impossible to synthesize. I mean, you'd need access to a whole lot of... Oh.
A whole lot of what? What would you need?
Superium.
Superium, but that's the rarest, most powerful substance around.
Unless you have a machine specifically dedicated to finding it, which Bella has.
Not to mention a large reserve of Superium to start with. Sorry guys.
Exactly. Based on all this information, I think I know what's going on. Bella and her army staged their first attack as a distraction. While that was happening, they tracked down Dr. Tokyo and kidnapped him.
You wouldn't need to kidnap him. If Bella could promise all the Superium he needed to crack his formula, he'd be right on the board.
Okay, so she recruited him, and he develops this chemical for her.
Wait. Don't you think you might be vilifying Bella a bit much? How would she even know about Dr. Tokyo?
Because I told them.
You told them? But did you really even meet Bella? When would you have told them?
I told Mary, Bella's mum, all about my past, and about Dr. Tokyo. She must have told Bella all about it.
Well, I for one am just glad that it's not me who messed up.
Then this is all but confirms it. Once she had Dr. Tokyo, all the Superium from Starchips and Farm Planet, it was just a matter of teleporting to these other planets and attacking them.
But that still doesn't answer what they're attacking these other planets for.
I actually have a theory about that as well. They are all the planets that over the years there have been rumours to have hidden stores of Superium.
Of course! So they teleport there, use Bella's invention to find where they keep the Superium, attack until they have it, and then teleport away with no repercussions.
It's just so wicked. I can't believe Bella is doing this stuff.
I know it's hard, Charlie, but I think Gordo's right. It's the only thing that explains everything that Bella's been up to for the past year.
And it's been a few weeks since the last attack, so another's due any time now. I propose we get ahead of them and get ready to put a stop to them in their tracks.
But it could be anywhere. Where do we go?
Not just anywhere, somewhere with Superium. And if my judgment is correct, this is the big one.
You can't mean...
I do. Come on, gang. Time to suit up and get ready.
Why can't I get this to work? It should be simple.
Come now, Dr. Tokyo, you're such a downer. Our plan is going even better than we planned. We've barely faced any resistance. By the time those chumps have figured out where we are, we've already moved on. No one can stop us now.
That's the problem. If we carry on like this, they won't need to stop us.
What do you mean?
I've already tried to tell you, but you don't want to hear it. Our attacks on these planets might be effective, but you're insisting that every time we take your entire militia, that takes a lot of my drug-releasing instantaneous fast travel.
I've told you that's a stupid name.
No, it's not. It says exactly what it does.
Fine, but can we at least shorten it to drift, so that we don't have to say that mouthful every time?
Fine. Dr. Tokyo's drift. It is. Either way, the point remains that you're insisting that you need to take everyone with every time. Means where the Superium we're harvesting is barely enough to replace what we used to make the drift together in the first place. We're essentially just recuperating our losses on each attack, which begs the question, what exactly is the point of all of this?
The point, well, practice, isn't it?
Practice?
Yeah, practice, you know, get us ready for the big one. That'll get us more Superium than we know what to do with.
Okay, then what?
When what?
When you have the Superium, what are we going to do with it?
I'm not going to do anything with it. You're going to use it to make more drift.
Yes, but why do you want more drift? So far the only thing that you've used it for is to collect more Superium to make more drift. What's the end game for this plan?
Endgame.
Yeah, what's the point of it?
The plan is to, well, the point is that I don't pay you to ask me questions.
Actually, that's exactly what you're paying for.
Oh, just shut up and get back to work.
Whatever you say, boss, but these questions are important. Most people, when they are looking at taking over the universe, they have a plan, something that they want to achieve from it all. What do you want? I kind of just assumed that with your backstory you'd be interested in ending a capitalistic regime that keeps the poor and impoverished downtrodden.
Huh?
Oh, I give up.
Mother, what are you doing here?
Nice to see you too, Bella. How are you, Dr. Tokyo?
Oh, you know, stressed, under pressure, at the total whim of your potentially unstable daughter.
So the usual then.
Pretty much, yeah.
What are you doing here, Mother?
I just came to check in. I get so lonely and you never seem to have time for me.
Well, sorry. But running an entire intergalactic militia that relies on me to oversee everything.
I forgive you.
I was being sarcastic. Besides, how are you lonely? I gave you those two to keep you company.
Yeah, because they're such great company. Come on, I can help. Just let me know what you're doing. What were you just talking about?
Bella was just telling me she doesn't know what she wants from all this.
No, I wasn't.
What do you mean? I thought this was all about getting more Superium to make more drift.
But to what end?
Well, that's obvious, isn't it?
It is?
Sure. Ever since she's little, all she wanted is attention.
Really?
Yeah, it's like all she's ever wanted in life is to be adored by others.
God, Mum, stop.
And it only seems to have gotten worse since her
I
dad.
said stop. Well, now that we've finished that conversation, Dr. Tokyo, how are we doing with the latest batch of drift?
All ready to go, boss?
Good. We're almost in the range of the Sistar system. If you're joining us, I suggest you then get ready.
Listen, I was just...
I'm not interested in you or your past. I'm only interested in what you can do for me, and I suggest that you afford me the same courtesy and focus on what I can do for you, or more specifically, what I will do to you if you let me down. Are we clear?
Yes, boss.
Good. Dismissed. I will have respect. They'll see.
Well, that was terrifying. I know. I was so nervous. I just stood there, frozen. I mean, that is your job. We are literally supposed to just stand here, frozen. Yes, but I was extra frozen. Extra frozen? How are you supposed to be extra frozen? Well, for one thing, I'm pretty sure we were supposed to leave with the boss's mother when she left. Oh, crumbs. We were? What do we do now? Are we supposed to find her? I don't know. Let's stay here and just wait for her to come back. Works for me.
My people, I want to thank you for joining me today and for your dedication to both Sorocula and the Sistar system at large. We have faced hard times since the disappearance of the prince following the death of the king. We have lived through a very dark time. We were defenceless, we were broken, we were lost, but we have done wonders. When I took over the throne, things were very grave. I took the mantle willingly, but with a heavy heart, knowing the times that we were in, and the hard journey that it was going to be to get back where we needed to be. I am happy to report that because of the sacrifices that each and every one of us have made, we are now back to being a prosperous and powerful society once again.
Your Majesty.
No.
Yes. So I want to thank you all. In the darkest times in our entire history, you remained faithful, you remained loyal, and you trusted in the promise I gave you that we would rebuild and would emerge stronger than ever before. Well, it has been a long road, but we are now there. All we know, no.
Yes, that's a drama school.
Yeah. I know we have all lost a lot. Neighbours, friends, family. But that is the price of civil war. And it is because of their sacrifice that we will be able to rise up from the ashes of destruction and together reforge this once strong nation to its former glory. Together we have, not yet. And we will continue to make the Sistar system great again.
Your Majesty.
Guard 3, you should know better than to interrupt the formal address to my people.
Forgive me, Your Majesty, but it's urgent.
Urgent? What happened? Are we under attack?
Yes, no, well, we don't know.
Speak plainly, man! What is happening?
We're not totally sure yet. Your Majesty, all we know is that there are two separate groups of off-worlders have landed at different points on Sorocula. None of the detectors noticed any craft approaching. We have no idea how they got here, or even if they're working together. We don't know what they want.
It's too much of a coincidence for them not to be together. There must be two strike teams trying to catch us unawares with their simultaneous attacks.
Our thinking, Your Majesty, what should we do?
I assume they have heard rumours about our weaker state and are trying to take advantage of that. Well, they'll be very sorry to learn that they have waited too long, and we will not be taken unawares. I'm sure they have heard of how advanced our society is through our abundance of Superium, but without inside information, they will have no idea just how advanced we have become. But they will learn. Come, show me where they are. Come. I would very much like to meet them myself.
You don't ever get used to it, do you?
Yeah, if only we knew the person who invented it so they could make it a smoother experience for us.
How many times do I need to say it? I can't actually control the experience. I can only harness it.
I actually quite enjoy it.
Come on, guys, let's focus. We're here for a reason. Starchips, where do we need to go?
Well, we're definitely on Sorokula, the capital planet of the star system. We just need to make our way to Palace City. That's where they keep all the Superium.
How come you know so much about
All
this?
I mean, I'm the researcher, right? Of course I know what he's doing my job.
Yeah, he's just a really smart guy. That's all.
So which way do we need to go then, Starchips?
This way. Come on.
Hey, wait up!
Don't ever get used to it, do
Oh, yeah. If only we knew the person who invented it, so they can make it a smoother experience for us.
you? How many times do I need to say it? I can't actually control the experience. It only harms it.
I actually quite enjoy it.
Come on, guys, let's focus. We're here for a reason. Stella, where do we need to go?
Well, we're definitely on Sorokula, the capital planet of the sister system. We just need to make our way to Palace City. That's where they keep all the Superium.
How come you know this so much about this?
I have my ways of getting the information I need.
Yeah, the boss is really good at researching.
Yeah, something like that.
So which way do we need to go then, Stella?
This way. Come on.
Hey, wait up!
Are we nearly there yet?
Yeah, this continual stretch of desert, it is in fact the exact place we've been walking to.
Really?
Obviously not. Stop asking.
But I'm tired. If we can teleport, why do we need to start so far away?
Because we don't want them to know we're coming.
And it's not like we can just appear in the middle of Palace City without causing a scene.
Plus, for that we need to know exactly where we want it to land, and we don't.
And even if we did, the margin of error is still too great to trust it.
So, all things considered, it's best to land far away to minimise trouble and risk jeopardising things before they even start.
Well, I still don't like walking.
Well, we're almost there now, so why don't you put that talking energy into walking energy? Let's get going! Shh! Oh, come on, the pun wasn't that bad.
No, not the pun, I think I heard something. No, I mean, yes, it was, but no, that's not what I meant. Listen.
Someone's coming.
Let's hide.
Where are we supposed to hide? We're literally stood in a desert.
Well, nothing for it but to face the music.
Oh no.
And even if we did, the margin of error is still too great to trust it.
So all things considered, it's best to land far away to minimise the trouble and risk jeopardising things before...
You!
That's impossible. How did you get here before us?
They use this superior teleportation technique!
I'm so confused. 10 whole people in one space, in one place? I'm not surprised. I didn't know that you could have 10 people in one space. It certainly does feel like that more than usual.
Well, everyone, please just shut up. Now, what the heck is going on here? I want answers.
What's going on?
Like you don't know. This has got to be one of your tricks.
Think it through. How could this be us? We're outside. We can't control light outside. Light outside is just a beautiful force of nature.
He's right, there's nothing like light outside can't do. Besides, Hector barely knows how to turn on a light switch. How is he supposed to know how to do this?
So what is happening now?
It's part of the defence influence of Sorocula to try to be able to stop invaders. Quick, everybody grab the person next to you so you don't get lost.
Ow!
What happened? Are you okay?
Yeah, there's just someone grabbing me pretty hard.
Sorry, I get nervous.
You guys aren't even on the same team.
I thought you were guard one when I grabbed. I was wondering why no one was holding me.
Will you shut up?
There's no need to be so rude.
No, I mean be quiet. I can hear something.
Welcome to the Sister System.
Your Highness, thank you for receiving us so graciously. We are indebted to you.
Receiving you. That makes it seem like I had some choice in the matter. You appear out of nowhere, sneaking through the wastelands towards...
Forgive us. We introduced that these guys would be making an attack on you and thought the best thing to do would be to head them off.
You thought that these two could make a stand against us. Either you are ignorant or you are lying.
There is nothing to prove it.
Wait, it's not finished. And judging by who you have brought with you, you are not ignorant. Cowardly maybe, but not ignorant. As for you, is what they say about you true?
There's nothing to prove that we're here for that. You don't even know how we got here. Heck, maybe even we don't know.
That is true. Your sudden appearance here has caused quite the stir. No one can figure out how you did it.
We suspect that he has developed a teleportation drug that allows them to, well, teleport. It's
You
called
can't prove
drift.
that.
Very interesting.
No. Maybe they are more advanced than we assume.
Very well. Let me see this drift that you talk about.
We don't have any more.
It's our belief that
We
they're
used it
here.
all.
It's our belief that they're here to steal your Superium to make more.
They? So if, and trust me, that is a big if. But if I am to believe that you are a separate force and you are here to stop them, then how did you get here?
Well, I have devised my own teleportation though, but rather than the rudimentary chemical option, it's mechanical. We use a machine to teleport down here.
Interesting. So presumably that means you are also unable to teleport again without further assistance.
No, we're stuck here.
But this is such a beautiful place. I really can't imagine being anywhere else.
That's very kind of you. But if what you say is true, then there's no reason for me to lock you up until we figure out what we're going to do with you. Guard 3, please escort our guests to the holding wing of the palace. Good to see you finally come home. Looks like we've got a lot to catch up on, Prince Starchips.
I can't do this. I'm freaked out. I don't do well when I'm trapped in small spaces.
Just for the record, what spaces do you do well in?
Relax, Albert. It's all part of the plan.
Oh, I'm sorry. What step of the plan was it to be locked in jail?
This in jail. It literally told us we can go where we want. We're just not allowed to leave the palace.
Okay, so we're still confined.
The palace is literally a city that takes up, like, half of Sorocula. We have more freedom than we do on our own ship here.
Besides, this is exactly the next part of the plan. We're exactly where we want to be. Come on, guys. When has a plan of mine ever not worked?
Last year when I met you guys, you were flying by the seat of your pants and ended up creating your own arch nemesis and caused me to lose my best friend.
Okay, well, apart from that,
And didn't you tell me that when you two first met, that you ended up having to fake your death? You almost both died twice. All because you were in love with someone who was trying to blow up the Earth. At least, I think that's what happened. It was a while ago.
Okay, but that doesn't really count either.
Oh, and you literally remind us earlier why we have failed every single mission trying to stop these guys since then.
Guys, this time is different.
How?
When Starchips and I first met, it was a disaster, end of the world scenario. The best we could do was pull it together out of nowhere at the last minute. Last year, that was more of your classic superhero origin. We were dealing with powers that we had no understanding of, and barely got to grips with it until the end. But this time we're doing a heist.
Like that film, Ocean...
Yes!
12.
No. Well, no. Yeah, but the good one?
Ocean's 8?
No, that's the one with women. I said the good one.
He means Ocean 11,
Yes!
starring Frank Sinatra.
No, seriously, the Clooney one, guys. No, listen, the very convention of a heist means that every time something goes wrong, it's all part of the plan. Everything that happens is meant to happen. Even when it looks like it's all hopeless, it's just because of a vital piece of information that I withheld from you for a dramatic, smug reveal later down the road.
So that means...
You wanted us to get arrested.
Exactly! But that's not the impressive bit. I told you all about that a few times.
Right. I get it now. But go over it one more time because I don't think Starchips gets it.
We knew that if we landed and headed towards Palace City, they would detect us and arrest all of us. Not many people know this, but Superium is basically one big reality show. Fame is the biggest currency here, so everything ends up being broadcast, in the hope it finds an audience and generates a fan base.
If that's true, should we really be talking about this here?
There's only one exception, and that's when you're in the holding wing where we are now. We're free to move around, but in their eyes the real punishment is our inability to be in the public eye and to start generating a following.
Okay, so what's the next steps then? What's the benefit of being here?
Well, first of all, it stops Bella and her crew from being able to be where they want to be. Their plan was a sneak attack followed by a show of strength, but now that's scuppered. We're all in the city, so they can't enact their plan, and now we have the upper hand because we have inside information that they don't have.
And how exactly do you have this information? I didn't know half the stuff you've just told us about Sorocula.
Me either.
Yeah, but you know less than half the stuff we ever talk about.
Starchips!
Starchips? What about him?
He's from here. That's why the Queen was making those pointed comments about him. She recognised him.
That does explain why everyone here is a space unicorn like him.
Exactly. So now we have the upper hand. Starchips has given us all this inside information that Bella doesn't have. And we have the perfect plan.
Which is what exactly?
The annual Royal Gala is coming up in a month, and Starchips says that whoever has the most followers is crowned as king of the festival. A returning expat winning the whole thing will cause quite a stir, don't you think?
And you think one of us could do that?
I do, actually. Starchips has spent his whole life being trained in how to gain a following here. I know he can do it. And while all eyes are on him, we make our play for the Superium.
So you're telling me the whole plan hinges on people being interested in watching his life? Yeah, we're screwed.
Look, don't you worry about that. That's for him and me to sort out.
And what are the rest of us going to be doing?
You each have very important jobs to do.
Oh, good. I love jobs. I love having a job to do. What do you want from us?
According to Starchips, Soroculans are fascinated by outsiders since they're so rare. There's a chance that if Bella discovers that, she'll try to manipulate it to gain followers. We want to keep tabs on her and distract her from finding out. Charlie, we need you to reach out to her. Be around her to stop her from finding us out and getting ahead of us. Hector, we know you had a good thing going with Mary last year, and obviously you have a history with Dr. Tokyo. We need you to do the same thing with them.
Right you are, boss.
Right.
And what do you want me to do?
You?
Yeah, what's my job? You said we've all got important jobs. What do you need, what important jobs do you need us to do? What's mine?
Yours? Well, you've got the very important job of keeping your ear to the ground. Yeah, we need someone on the ground who can hear what the people are interested in to help Starchips' campaign. So, Yeah, go out there and do that.
Oh well, I guess that's what you need.
Right, now we've got him nice and distracted. Do you want to tell me what that was all about?
What do you mean? I mean, we're exactly where you said you wanted to be. That's what you just said.
Don't play dumb with me. You know exactly what I'm talking about. What was going on with you and her back there? It seemed like she knew you, and she called you Prince. Seriously, Starchips, is anything you've told me true at all?
I've told you before that I left this place because I wanted to see the universe. That's all true. What I left out is that I am the prince. Life here, it's just so cloistered. It feels like all anyone cares about anymore is right here, but there's so much more than this. Not to mention the constant magnifying glass that your whole life is under, with everyone watching and judging every single aspect of your life, or assuming that what you're doing is part of some bigger popularity game that you're playing, rather than just accepting nice things that you do for them. And it's 100 times worse when you're part of the royal family. It's all just so exhausting.
Royal family? So that means when she called you Prince, you're actually...
Yeah, I am the Prince of Superium.
No way!
Way. It was horrible, being under the scrutiny of the public all the time. I didn't know who I was anymore, so I got out.
But if your life was being examined at all times, how did you manage to escape?
Well, my family's rule of the throne was being cleverly undermined by another powerful family. They knew my father, the king, was coming to the end of his life, and they were positioning themselves for a takeover. When I died, all the broadcasts were of him. It created the perfect opportunity for me to slip away undetected.
Wow.
Thinking about it now, I guess my absence at the time of the passing of the king actually caused a huge power vacuum. It would have created the perfect opportunity for the other family to stage a coup and make a move for the throne. I guess at the end of it all, Moon's here must have been the one left to rule.
I don't know, Starchips, this all sounds a lot more serious than we first thought. Maybe we should pull the plug on the whole operation.
What? No, we can't do that now, Gordo. We've come so far. Just think what's at stake here if we walk away now.
This Moon's here, though. She seems really dangerous.
What, Moon's here? No, she's...
Her Majesty has summoned you.
Well, the rest of them aren't here, so she'll have to wait.
That's fine. She only wants the two of you. Come with me, please.
Well, this is a disaster.
I did say that we should wait until we had more drift to do this.
No, you didn't. You said that we needed more Superium to make more drift.
Well, I stand by it. We do need more Superium to make more drift. And ideally, we'd have more drift to do this. But we don't. Because you insisted that we use more than we needed.
So you're saying it's my fault?
Yeah.
That's not helpful, Captain Hindsight.
Okay, well, there's nothing we can do about what's happened already. All we can do is make the best of the situation.
What could we possibly do to turn this situation around? We were supposed to breeze in, take over, get the Superium and get out with no fuss. Now we've been caught, our weapons have been confiscated, and we're in prison here with no means of escape.
But it's never as bad as you think.
Plus, we're not imprisoned.
Actually, Mum, I think it is as bad as we think.
But the door's open.
But at least we're together. That's the win. They could have separated us all.
And when they put us in here, they literally told us we're free to go where we want.
It's hopeless.
Hey, I think the door's open.
It is?
Yeah. And now that I think about it, didn't they say we were free to go where we wanted?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Unbelievable.
And yet it's true. Excellent. But how can we use this to our advantage?
The most pressing issue should be gathering information. We need to know what we're up against. Obviously, if we're ever going to get off this planet, we still need the Superium. We'll need to know where it is kept, how it's defended, and everything about it.
I'm sure the guard will know all about that.
Do you think you could get in with him and find out what we need to know?
Excuse me? You think just because we're all guards, we have some sort of secret handshake that we can offer to them, and they'll just have to open up to us? Or that we're all trained at the same place just because we're guards, and that therefore we'll have shared background that we can use to manipulate him? Or that just because you never look us in the eye, or acknowledge what we actually look like, that we're just a faceless mask to everyone, and therefore just pretend that we're guards from here, and not to stand out? Is that all you think?
No, we're sorry. We didn't mean to imply any of that. We were just brainstorming.
I don't think you're supposed to say brainstorming anymore, actually. Apology accepted. we do know him, and we did train at the same place.
What was all that moral outrage about then?
It's still wrong to assume. Besides, you could have worked it out. That's guard 1, I'm guard 2. His name is guard 3. We all trained together for the first recruits of the Excellent Guard Guild. We're all eggs.
That's pretty helpful coincidence. Will you enable us to use the relationship to find out what we need to know?
The duty of a guard is to obey.
Then go and find out what you can about him. Find out what you can from that Hexa fellow. As I recall, he's their scientist, and both of you have a history with him. Hopefully that will suitably distract him from being any use to them.
What are you going to be doing?
I'll take care of Charlie.
Take care? What do you mean, take care?
I mean, just try and find out what their plan is. Wait, you didn't think I meant...
Well, I don't know. You just seem so dark and broody these days.
Really enough to kill my best friend since childhood? Sheesh, Mum. What do you think of me?
A lot has changed since you left, Prince Starchips,
Yes, I can see that.
and yet much of the tradition remains the same. You'll be aware tonight is the 31st annual Face Awards presentation ceremony.
The what?
The Face Awards presentation ceremony. It's a big ceremony that celebrates everything that's wrong with this place.
It celebrates that which is most important to us, namely popularity. It's an opportunity for everyone to vote on each other.
It is a literal popularity contest.
And it's the official start of the lead-up to the Royal Gala. Tonight, the winners of the different awards will be front runners for the winner of the annual gala. The people of Superium will follow these people, and that will further propel their standing, and thus their chances of being on top by the Royal Gala.
As I said, everything that is wrong with this place.
Let me guess. You're worried that we're going to ruin tonight and you want us to stay as far away as possible.
Exactly the opposite.
Wait, what?
There has been a very distinct buzz about your return, Starship. People are very interested in you, and already you have amassed a strong following. There are those who question the legitimacy of my rule. If I were to disallow your participation, those voices will only grow louder. I would be undermined, and ultimately I would lose power. I have no doubt that I could beat you, so I want you to enter. Winning the Royal Gala will further cement that this is my rightful place. So, with that in mind, I would like to formally invite you to participate, so that I can publicly crush you once and for all.
You are insane! I never wanted any of this. This is exactly why I left this place.
One moment, Your Majesty. I know you hate it, but I think we should do this. It's our best shot at winning the contest and stopping Bella from getting her hands on the Superium.
I don't know, Gordo.
Let's just hear her out. Okay, let's say we're interested. Tell us more about this Space Awards thing.
The color scheme for the day is black, red, black. The drug, of course, will be the kilowatt. The trend today is to say the adjective fine a lot. Star, you have received 2 nominations, Face of the Year and Best Hair. Prepare a speech for your photo opportunity. Your agent 10% will be there.
You see, this is so much already. I can't do this.
You hear? You've already been nominated. Come on, you have to do this.
No, I don't. Please don't make me, Gordo.
How bad could it possibly be? Listen, I'll be right here. Anything you face, we face first. You've got this, okay?
Okay.
So what's the ceremony like then?
Everyone who ever has or ever will be, anyone will be there. Never in the history of entertainment will there be an affair quite like it, the event of the century, the quintessential social adventure. We cannot afford to miss this night of bliss, the 31st annual Face Awards presentation ceremony, live via satellite in color, in a marvelous glamorama. Everyone will be there.
Yeah.
this mean that I'll be on the air?
You already were last night, what a sight you were. You played with my laser, you thought it was a razor. I'm positive that's what caused such a scene.
We can get on the air, my music box on the air. Where? Who? What does this mean?
Everyone who ever has, or everyone the anyone to be there. That's sophisticated evidence, there's charismatic incandescent debonair. The event of the century, the quintessential social adventure. We cannot afford to let you miss your debut. The 31st annual Face Awards presentation ceremony live via satellite in color from the marvelous Glamorama. Everyone will be there. Everyone who ever has, whoever will be, anyone will be there. Never in the history of entertainment will there be an event quite like this. The event of the century, the quintessential social adventure. We cannot afford to miss this night of risk. The 31st annual Face Awards presentation ceremony live via satellite in color. It's an 18-hour function with commercial interruption for a marvelous, glorious slam bang glamorama. Everyone who's anyone who's everyone who's anyone knows everyone who's anyone knows everyone who's anyone knows everyone who's anyone knows everyone will be there.
So you just stood there. We didn't know what to do. We were supposed to be guarding her, but she'd walked out and we forgot. Man, you guys are a riot. You got somewhere to be? No, the Queen. Oh. One of the walks she's actually taken in her garden each day. It's really weird. Normally she won't go anywhere without me, but recently she's just been spending an hour at a time just walking the gardens and insists on being by herself. I wouldn't worry about it, mate. Take it as an easy afternoon. Oh, yeah. Our duty is to serve after all. If she's dismissed you, then be dismissed. Yeah, I suppose you're right. So what do you guys need from me? Oh, nothing too big. You gave us that tip about where the key for the Superium storage last week. That gave us a lot of favour. I think we're okay to ride with that for a while. Yeah, so as long as we keep getting these little bits of info, no one asks too many questions. Really? It's been a couple of weeks since the annual Face Awards. There's not that long left until the Royal Gala. Aren't they getting twitchy? You think so, but honestly, they're all too distracted with whatever they're doing. Really? So they've lost the sight of their mission? Oh, I wouldn't say that. No, I think it's just more that there's just no plan. Obviously, we told Bella that if she wins the contest by the Royal Gala, she'll get anything she wishes for. But she doesn't seem to be doing anything about it. Really? She probably just assumes that we'll win by default. Yes, I know, that growing up we were all told was special, but I don't think I've ever met anyone who believed it such as she does. That must have been rough work for you. Tell me about it. So she's not likely to win the gala then? I doubt it. She hardly leaves the holding chamber. I know you said mystery is good, but surely you need to give the people something to go by. Sheer arrogance, if you ask me. Although I suppose that with the information we're passing on, she's just ignoring the contest and is going to make a play for the Superium while everyone's distracted. Interesting. You won't tell anyone with this, will you? What do you think you're talking to? I know the drill. We work together for the benefit of all of us, and only enough of that no one cottons on. I went through the same training as you did. Good. If we keep this up, we should be able to get everyone out of here alive. Well, on that note, I best be getting back to it, or else you'll really start questioning me. Yeah, I suppose we had as well. Same time tomorrow? Same time tomorrow.
Right, time for a mission update. How are you all doing?
Well, I feel like things have been going really well. I've been talking to Bella more and more, and it feels like she's really been opening up.
That's great. Any idea what she's got planned?
None at all, I'm afraid. Every time I feel like we're making progress and she's starting to open up to me, I get around to that topic of conversation, and then she immediately comes up.
That's annoying.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm not even totally sure she has a plan. It may well just be a cover to avoid having to show me that she doesn't have a plan.
So, what have you been talking about?
Mostly reminiscing. Sometimes it gets more philosophical, but for the most part, it's just talking about the good old days.
No idea then.
I don't know about that. There's times when we're talking and the facade all falls away. It's almost like talking to the old Bella. I think a couple more weeks and we might be able to convince her to drop these plans entirely.
I'm not sure we have time for that sort of optimism, but keep going, I guess. Hector, how are things going with you?
Awful.
You've not been able to find out what the plan is from Mary and Dr. Tokyo?
Find out their plan? I can barely get a word in edgeways. Those two are just non-stop jabbering. All their inside jokes, their cute banter. It disgusts me.
Well, at least they're talking. Have they let anything slip while you've been around that we can use?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I can hardly bear to listen to them. Every word out of that phony's mouth makes me want to vomit. And that harlot hanging on his every word. I don't know what to hear, what they have to say.
You mean to tell me that all this time they've been freely talking in front of you and you haven't been listening?
Trust me, you're lucky I've been able to stay in the room at all.
I don't care, we have a job to do here. From now on, make sure you're listening.
Fine, but I won't enjoy
I
it.
don't need you to enjoy it, I need you to find out what they're up to.
Ugh, you're as bad as they are.
Hogarth, my man, how about you? What's the sound around the palace grounds?
What are you doing?
What do you mean?
Pretending that I have an important job. I know you've just sent me to keep me out of the way.
What? Who told you?
You think I'm an idiot, but I'm not.
No, I don't.
You're still doing it. Don't you think I realise that I'm just the punchline of all the jokes? It's like we're in a world where my entire existence is to just say something dumb for the juvenile amusement of others to mock me.
Where is this coming from?
You can't even admit it. Why would I want to spend any time with people who don't even see me as a real person? I'm just some comic relief side in this little sad world we've created where you're the main character. Well, some people see me as much more than that. See you later.
What in the space was that all about?
No idea.
You know, some people just don't have it. It can be hard for them, you know, when they realise that they're just not it.
Can you give us a moment?
Sure thing.
What is wrong with you?
Nothing.
Well, you could have fooled me.
Excuse me?
Ever since we got here, you've been acting like a different person.
Look, I mean, I'm just doing what you asked me to do, whatever it takes to win.
When I asked that of you, I didn't realise this was the cost. I thought you're the person I trust more than anyone else, Starchips. Your moral compass, it's never wavered. Not the whole time I've known you.
Yeah, well, if you trusted me, then you would have listened to me when I said I didn't want to do this. I told you I left this place for a reason, but you forced me back. All of this, don't forget, because of you.
Starchips, I didn't know.
I didn't want you to know, but this version of me, it's the price of victory. So I guess the question is it worth it?
I don't know.
Well, you better figure it out. See you later, Gordo.
Where are you going?
Good an audience to grow.
What have I done?
Truly, you must have seen great sights on your travels to be in a place displaying all the great beauties of Superium and still look so dejected.
Oh, Your Majesty.
Please, it's just the two of us. Do we really need to be so formal?
No, I suppose not.
I must confess, I am curious.
Curious?
Yes. This is the royal garden, but that's a misnomer, really. This garden is open to all, but very few take up on that offer.
I can't imagine why. It's stunning.
I couldn't agree more. Ever since I was little, I've been obsessed with this place. Even now, I make sure that I spend every day, even now, I make sure that every day I spend time here.
I noticed.
And I noticed you. So tell me, what are you doing here?
What's mine? Forgive me, Your Majesty, if I overstepped. I had no idea I wasn't supposed to be here.
Oh, you are welcome to be here. Didn't I just say? This garden is open to all.
Then, I don't understand.
Then let me speak plainly. What are you up to?
Up to? I'm not up to anything. I literally have nothing to do, so I was just looking around the palace city. And forgive me, Your Majesty, but so much of it was just so...
Busy?
Exactly. Then I found this place, and I felt at peace. It was amazing. But you don't get me wrong. Everything I've seen on Scoropla has been very impressive. But everything feels very polished and rushed. And then I found this place, and it just feels like...
Like you were holding your breath without even realising, and now you can breathe again.
Exactly. Thank you for making this place available, Your Majesty. I have loved being able to spend my days here.
You are very welcome. It's nice to find someone else who understands me. Understands what this place means to me. I thought that coming here was to find solitude. Maybe it was something else I was searching for. Anyway, I have pressing matters to attend. Please keep using my garden as much as you like. It's nice to feel like it is being appreciated. It's been surprisingly refreshing to meet you.
And you.
Oh, I was actually pausing to ask your name.
Oh, of course you are. Sorry about that.
So what is it?
What's what?
Your name?
Oh, right. Yeah, my name's Hogarth.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you, Hogarth. Please stay as long as you like.
And maybe next time we're both here. We continue to both enjoy the garden together. Not like together, but you and me both at the same time. You know, together.
Yes, I think I might quite enjoy that.
I mean, I know she's a daughter, but she's a bit much sometimes.
I know what you mean, but what do I do?
Kids, right?
I didn't know you had kids.
He doesn't.
It's been a long time since we hung out. I could have kids.
Do you?
No.
Point proven.
But if I did have kids, I know I wouldn't let some Neanderthals sit there and judge them. That is for sure.
Who are you calling her?
He's right. I am being too harsh. It's just, I feel like I don't know my own daughter anymore.
That's got to be tough.
It is.
Maybe we could talk to her. Tell her what brat she's been.
No, that wouldn't work. I feel it when I look her in the eyes.
Feel what?
That you're losing her.
She's just so angry all the time. When her father died, it was like something switched in her and she didn't let herself feel anymore.
That doesn't make any sense. How would she be angry if she doesn't let herself feel anything?
I know it sounds strange, but I'm not explaining it very well at all. I don't know.
I get it. She needed to be strong, but in trying to make herself strong, but not understanding what that really meant, she just closed herself off to her feelings, not realising that that was just going to hurt her more.
Yes, that's it exactly.
And now, her entire sense of security comes from that, from the idea of this strength that is misplaced. And she's scared that if she ever lets go of even an inch of the control, it'll all come crashing down on her. And so she clings to every little thread, desperately holding it all, but all the while feeling it slipping through her fingers, terrified of losing the control, the one thing that's holding her together, but knowing the whole time that it is too much for her to bear, and petrified of what will happen if anyone notices just how scared she is.
I just don't know what to do anymore. I want to be there for her, but every time I try, I feel like it just pushes her further away.
It's okay, it's okay. She's just pushing you away to try and make you prove that you love her enough to pursue you. But she needs you.
She does.
She does. Go to her. Tell her that you love her. Hold her and make her know you will never let her go.
Thanks. I will.
Okay, what the heck was that?
You like that, did you? Amazing what fluff psychology you can pick up from a trashy, feel-good rom-com.
Wait, you faked that?
Of course I did. I don't have feelings.
That was really insightful advice.
People really aren't that complicated. It's not that hard to figure out what they're thinking. I mean, most of their behaviour is them trying desperately to tell you that anyway.
You might actually be a psychopath.
Psychopath who's figured out teleportation.
You mean an inferior model of teleportation that's limited by machinery?
Limited by machinery, which will get better and more advanced. Your so-called drift is limited by the human brain. And I just gave you a perfect example of how limited that really is.
I can't have this argument with you again. Not when you're so wrong.
You can have this argument with me again. Oh, real mature. You're just walking away because you know I'm right. Wait. You're not supposed to actually leave. I need to find out what Bella's plan is. Wait.
Starchips, I've been looking for you everywhere.
Except in our accommodation, I guess.
Well, I didn't expect to find you here. One place you can't gain a bigger following.
Actually, it turns out they quite like it when I go off the grid every now and again. It creates quite the stir.
I see.
Well, I mean, it's going really well. I'm definitely on track to win the thing.
But at what cost?
Look, we're not having this fight again. Let me worry about what I'm doing, and you keep going on with that little heist of yours. Not that we'll need that.
What do you mean?
I mean, the plan was for my presence to create a stir to have all eyes on the Royal Gala, so that everyone will be distracted. You can make a place at Superium to stop Bella from ever getting it, right?
Right.
But that all just seems so convoluted.
How do you mean?
Oh, come on, who are you kidding?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Since we've been here, you've been absolutely spinning out. It's embarrassing, really. You're running around making sure that everyone else is doing their part, but as soon as anyone asks you about the big heist that you're planning, you clam up. And then you claim that it's on a need-to-know basis.
The fewer people that know, the less chance
Look,
that...
cut the crap, Gordo. It's just me here. No one can see or hear us, so just cut the crap and be honest. There is no plan, is there?
No.
See? Was that so hard? But don't worry, it doesn't matter anyway.
Why not?
You really should have learned by now. I can do this by myself. The only heist we need is how I'm going to steal their hearts.
You're right. You don't need me.
No, wait. I didn't say we don't need you.
You didn't have to. Ever since we've got here, you've made it abundantly clear you have no interest in being part of this team. And you're right. You don't need us. You're better at this than the rest of us combined, so I'll leave you to it. But you're so sure of yourself these days, so with me gone, you best ask yourself, are you still the sort of guy we can bet on coming through for us?
No, I didn't. Gordo, don't go.
Oh, cool. Listen.
I gotta say what's on my mind. Something about us doesn't seem right these days. Life keeps getting in the way.
Whenever we try somehow to plan, it's always rearranged.
It's so hard to say, but I gotta do what's best for me. You'll be okay. I've got to move on and be who I am. I just don't belong here. I hope you understand. We might
I'm just don't find it, be who I am. I just don't belong here. I hope you understand. We might find a place in this world someday, but at least for now, I gotta go my own way.
What about us? What about everything we've been through?
Well, what about trust?
You know I never wanted to hurt you.
And what about me?
What am I supposed to do?
I'm gonna leave, but I miss you. So I've got to move on and be who I am. I just don't belong here. I hope you understand. We both find a place in this world someday. Just at least for now. I know I've got to move on and be who I am. I just don't belong here. I hope you understand. We might find a place in this world someday, but at least for now, I gotta go my own way. I gotta go my own way. I gotta go my own way.
Is he taken?
Only by you.
It's been a tough year.
Sure has.
I mean it, Charlie. Ever since I left you guys a year ago, I felt like a different person.
You seemed like a different person.
I lost myself. It's like all the pain that I've been holding on to since my dad died just exploded on me. And then when I got Starchip's powers, I felt like I could finally do something about all these feelings. And I just lost myself in it.
I'm not surprised.
You're not surprised that I snapped and tried to take over the galaxy?
No, I'm not surprised you lost yourself. You've got a shit sense of direction and you lose everything.
I hope that you know how much I appreciate your friendship, Charlie.
I know.
I mean it. No one in my life saw me anymore. Not really. Sure, plenty of people knew who I was, but I felt like I was always having to play a part. The person people expected or wanted me to be, rather than the person I actually am. Got to the point of not knowing where the mask ended and I began. But these last few weeks, being able to talk to you and remember our old lives, to laugh, it's just been so good to laugh again. It's all just been like waking up and remembering what it's like not to feel tired. Thank you for that.
Anytime, no matter how many civilizations you conquer, you'll always be the girl who wet yourself in class that one time.
I was 8, and it was because you were making me laugh. Is that really how you'll always think of me?
Forever and always.
I guess it could be worse.
Anyway, why hasn't Mary been looking out for you? Keeping you grounded?
Not exactly.
What do you mean?
I think she's ashamed of me.
What? Mary would never be ashamed of you.
She hardly looks at me anymore. I think she blames herself. I'm not sure she really knew how to help me process everything with Dad, so she just kind of left me to figure it out. I don't blame her, but I don't know. I guess I kept pushing things further because I wanted her to step up and be my mum. But the worse I became, the quieter she became.
I'm sorry.
It's alright. You know, sometimes I imagine I can hear her voice calling me out on my BS. I guess at this point, I just want to feel like she sees me, you know? Even just talking about it, I feel like I can hear her.
Bella.
No, it's more like, Bella!
No, I mean Bella. I can hear it too. It's not just your imagination.
What?
What on planet are you guys doing up here?
Mum, what are you doing?
Don't you mum me. I've been looking for you everywhere.
Sorry, I didn't know you'd be looking for us. We come up here all the time.
Zip it, you. I'm here to talk to my daughter. Right, enough is enough.
Excuse me.
You've been stressing around for months now, doing whatever you want, but enough is enough, and you need to pack it in.
Mum,
Don't interrupt me. I came here to say something. I know that you've been hurting, and it's okay. We all hurt sometimes. But what is not okay is using that pain to justify hurting others. It's not how we raised you, and it's not who you are.
Wait, you don't...
And I know after you lost your father, I wasn't there the way you needed me to be. And I'm so proud of how mature you were, how you stepped up and became what I needed, and I let you down by letting you do that, because I stopped being what you needed.
Mum, just...
And I know that all that pain, frustration and hurt got twisted, and then you got those powers, and I just didn't know how to help. Every little step down this path made total sense. And then one day, I stopped and looked around, and I realised just how not okay all this was.
We were just...
But it all just felt too late, so I didn't say anything, and I'm sorry for that. Because I'm not the only one who should be saying sorry, because you really let yourself down. And your father would not want this. He would be very disappointed. And that may sound harsh, but I think the time has come for harsh words. But maybe I shouldn't have brought your dad into this. It's not fair to manipulate.
Thank you. That's exactly what I needed to hear.
Oh, well, in that case, you're grounded. And don't think you're not a part of this. Come here.
This is nice. It is. I just wish we didn't have to leave and unpick the mess I made.
Well, I'm not going to promise it's going to be easy, but I can promise I'm here for you, always. And any mess you're in, we'll touch it and put it together.
Thanks, Mum. But we don't have to go just yet, do we? I think I'd like to enjoy the view with the two people I love most. Just for a little bit longer. Is that okay?
I think that sounds perfect.
You know, it really is an amazing view.
Everybody's always talking at me. Everybody's trying to get in my head. I wanna listen to my own heart talking. I need to count myself instead. Did you ever lose yourself to get what you want? Did you ever get on the ride and wanna get on? Did you ever push away the ones you should have held close? Did you ever let go? Did you ever let go? I'm not gonna stop, that's who I am. I'll give it all I got, that is my plan. When I find what I lost, you know you can bet on it, bet on it, bet on it, bet on it. I wanna make it right, that is the way to turn my life around. Today is the day. Am I the type of guy who means what I say? Bet on it, bet on it, bet on it, bet on it. Will I know if there's a path worth taking? Should I question every move I make? With all I've lost, my heart is breaking. I don't wanna make the same mistakes. Doubt your dream will ever come true. Blame the world but never blame you. Try to live a lie again. I don't wanna win this game if I can play my way. I'm not gonna stop, that's who I am. I'll give it all I got, that is my plan. When I find what I lost, you know you can bet on it, bet on it, bet on it, bet on it. I wanna make it right, that is the way to turn my life around. Today is the day. Am I the type of guy who means what I say? Bet on it, bet on it, bet on it, bet on it. Oh, hold up.
Gotta work on my swing.
Gotta work on my swing. Gotta do my own thing.
Oh, hold up. It's not to see yourself and not recognize your face.
It's no good at all to see yourself and not recognize your face. Out on my own, it's such a scary place. Ooh. answers are all inside of me. All I gotta do is believe. I'm not gonna stop till I get my shot. That's who I am, that is my plan. We'll end up on top. You can bet on it, 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 bet on it. I wanna make it right, that is the way to turn my life around. Today is the day, am I the type of guy who means what I say? Bet on it, bet on it, bet on it, bet on me.
Checking the time every 30 seconds won't make him appear.
It's not like him. He's just usually here on time.
Wow. Promptness is one of the 5 guard virtues.
I'm just worried about him. What happens if something's happened?
Oh yeah, sorry. Just been really busy, big day, you know, lots to get done.
Where have you been? Are you okay?
Oh yeah, sorry, just been really busy. Oh, no. All of it. Get the room ready, check the final numbers to see who's winning, make sure that everyone knows what they're supposed to do.
You have to do all that. How's that your responsibility?
It was supposed to be someone else's job, but they didn't have enough casts, so they got cut, and the job was given to me.
What do you mean, cast?
Did I? Sorry, I meant workforce. Yeah, those words are very similar. Anyway, all that to say, I've been swept off my feet. Sounds like it. So, the numbers. How are they looking? Possible to say, I'm afraid.
But the gala's tonight. Shouldn't you have a sense of who's on top by now?
No. The problem is that so quickly, it's a contested affair. So a lot of people in the running will spend each day unfollowing each other and get all of their followers to unfollow each other as well. So, everyone's numbers are going down. Oh, if only it was that simple. God, they're only over there in the palace because they also kept following each other to get more followers themselves. It's nuts. That don't get us place at all. Yeah, sounds like a lot of work. It is. And it isn't. We have a sense for those who are likely to be in the top 10 at this point. It's just a matter of who'll end out on top. How do you work that out? We freeze the ranking at exactly 7 PM this evening. Whoever is on the top of the point wins the lot. Sounds intense. Tell me about it. Well, at least you've got a break now. Yeah. Can you get a brew or something? I wish I could, but I've got no time. I'm already behind schedule. I'll see you later though. You know, sometimes I resent that we ended up working for an intergalactic dictator. But then I see situations like this and I think it could be worse.
Gordo, good, I haven't missed you.
No, the space bus is running late, but don't worry about it. I'll be gone as soon as it gets here.
Don't go. I came here to tell you that I was wrong, that I'm sorry for the way I've been treating you, that I don't mean to make you feel small, and that I can't do this without you.
Why should I believe that? That is literally the opposite position you had when we last spoke.
But then I sang a song, and now I think differently.
A song?
Yeah, a song. I thought one way, I had some conflicting emotions about it. Then I sang about it, and now I think the other way. That's normal.
Nothing about this place is normal. That's why I've got to leave.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you, Gordo. You don't have to leave.
Ever since we got here, everyone's been all over the place. Hector's been all sulky like a love-struck puppy that's been hit on the nose. Charlie's spending less and less time around us, and I'm pretty sure they've left us with Bella. And Hoggoth barely says anything at all. And we both know how weird that is. It's this place. It's weird things to people. I'm sick of it. I'm leaving.
Look, I get how you feel, trust me. I've spent most of my life blaming this place for the way that my life turned out. But I've realised it's not this place's fault. You asked me if I was the kind of guy that you could bet on, and it made me realise my mistakes, my shortcomings, are mine to own, no one else's. Sorocula might have its systemic flaws, but by blaming it for who I am and not doing anything to change, I just might become part of the problem, and I want to be part of the solution. So I'm done running, and I'm committed to change. If you want to get on that space bus, I'm not going to stop you, but if you do, it's because of who you are, not what this place is.
That must have been one hell of a song you sang.
Yeah, you can bet on that.
It's good to have you back, buddy.
It's good to be back.
I knew you were still in there somewhere.
Thanks for believing in me to bring me back to the dark side.
Anytime.
The boys are back.
You know this? Right here, right now, this could be the start of something new.
That sounds fabulous. Wait, what time is it?
Looks like it's time to get your head in the game. The gala's about to start.
The gala! I'm such an idiot, I could scream. I totally forgot about the gala. I'm sorry, Gordo. I messed up the heist. There's no way I'll win if we don't show up. The plan's falling apart and it's all my fault.
I wouldn't bet on it just yet. I've got a feeling this will be a night to remember.
What do you mean?
No time to explain. It's now or never. Can you give me a lift back to the palace?
Well, I suppose it is our tradition for one of us to carry the other into the final confrontation of these adventures. Hop on. Ready?
I'm ready.
And let's go!
Alright everyone, the time is upon us. Gather round, gather round. Now, before we begin, I would like to invite the noble Queen Moontear to kick off the Royal Gala with the Royal Commencement speech.
My royal subjects, this has been a difficult year for so many of us, and it has brought me such deep joy to see it come to such a climactic end. This year's Royal Gala has been preceded with the most heated competition for the royal competition that any of us can remember in living history. And I guess the competition was a bit too heated for some.
You better not be talking about me because I'm here and I'm ready to win.
Starchips!
And Gordo!
No matter, you won't win this thing anyway. As I was saying, the winner today will be granted any wish they desire by royal decree. I will be beholden to grant them anything they wish as long as it is within my power.
Did she say grant any wish? But that means...
Exactly, the Superium. That's why it's so important to beat Bella.
I didn't realise the stakes were that high. I just thought we were using this competition as a cover. Sheesh, have we done enough to beat her?
Well, we're about to find out.
And so, without further ado, Guthrie, the results.
Yes?
Oh, as is tradition, we will reveal the results of the top 5 contenders in descending order. So, starting with number 5, drum roll please.
Drum noises!
Is he okay? I think he's pausing for dramatic effect.
A bit too dramatic, if you ask me.
Spit it out!
It's me.
What?
What did he say?
It's me!
What?
Wait!
What? But that's never happened before. How have you won?
It says here that it's for a slice of life. Look at the indentured service to the royal family. A story of endearing, real-life people connecting through the same role that they do, despite being from such different backgrounds.
That's us. We did it. We're in the top 5. Where?
Yeah, sorry about that. So, on to 4th place, we have Charlie!
What are you doing, Charlie?
Me? How did I do so well?
It says here, for a heartwarming story of enduring friendship and persistence through rejection, a real depiction of the transformative power of love and friendship, culminating in the rekindling of a lifelong friendship.
Cliche!
Oh, well done, Charlie. I'm so proud.
Thanks, Mary.
I guess this proves it. You really are the best friend. And this is proof of that. Although, if you ask me, you were wrong. A friend like you deserves first place for sure.
I can't believe it. Well, I guess if I got 4th, you must have won for sure.
Nah, I don't have what you have. You've got that endearing warmth that people root for. That's not how I've been recently. I haven't got a chance. But I don't need a win. I've already got my wish.
Which brings us to the top 3. The most esteemed in our culture. These are the really big deals. Folks, so in 3rd place...
Suck it! I got 3rd! Yeah!
For a gut-wrenching tale of unrequited love and a twist of story of the dark roads that revenge of pettiness take us down.
Ha! Suck it! Unrequited.
So it comes down to this, the final 2. One of us is about to be crowned the winner. Whatever happens, no hard feelings, okay?
There won't be any need for hard feelings because I'm about to win.
And in 2nd place... Wow, for being the queen, really.
You said you'd win, you said you'd beat me, but you haven't. I won and you lost.
No!
A loser!
What happened to no hard feelings?
That's talk for losers, and I'm a winner, and you said that you'd win, but now you look stupid. You look stupid, you big pookie butt.
Will you pack it in? You haven't won. What? You haven't won. In fact, you came... Imagine this is a notebook. Pretty near the bottom.
What?
I guess you're the one who looks pretty stupid.
This can't be. Who was it then?
Go on, tell me who the winner is.
Do you know?
We're about to find out.
Boom! You stole this from me.
Shh, let him tell us.
And the winner of the Royal Gala is...
Yes? Is this in my place?
No.
You were. Then why did you say my name?
Okay, you just won the whole thing.
Him? The whole thing?
That 3rd place isn't looking as good now, is it?
So tell me, Hogarth, what is your wish? If it is in my power, I will grant it to you.
One moment.
Well done, mate. You deserve this. Really. I'm sorry I made you feel unwanted, but I needed you to think you didn't have something to do. I wanted to just let you be yourself, and I knew that the people would love you. You're pretty great like that. You just need to not go in your head so much.
That makes this a lot harder.
What do you mean?
I know what you need me to ask for. What this was all for, but I'm not sure it's what I want to ask for.
It's okay. Just do what's right for you.
Are you sure?
Of course I am. I bet on you winning because you're the best of us. You do what you need to, and I know the rest will take care of itself.
Okay. I have decided what I want. Your Majesty. These last few months, getting to know you have been amazing. I feel like for the first time in my life, someone really sees me. Will you make the rest of my life as amazing as the last few weeks have been of marrying me?
Oh, Hogarth,
But before you answer, I need you to know, I don't want you to say yes because you're obliged by the festival, but only if you're obliged by the heart to love me back.
Oh, Hogarth, yes I do! I do and I will!
There's no way that you planned all of this.
Shh, look, something's happening.
No. Sorry, but no. There's absolutely no way that he wins the whole bloody festival! And then gets his love as well. No. Not when I get nothing. That's it. I know we've had our differences, but ever since you left and you went off with Bella, I felt like a piece of me is missing. You were there for me when everything happened with my wife, and without even realising, I fell in love with you. I fell in love with you and it's been messing me up ever since, and I didn't even realise it until now. So here I am, telling you. Because if he could do it, then what sort of a man would I be not to say anything?
Why, sir?
Mary, I'm sorry, but I was talking to Dr. Tokyo. So what do you say, old friend?
I feel the same way. But I was different. Even to myself. Come here.
The version of expectation.
And that is the heist.
Heist? What heist? There's no way you could have got the Superium. We were all right here.
We never needed the Superium. We just needed you to not have it. No, there was another heist happening here the whole time.
You mean Hogarth stealing my heart?
Hey, that bitch just stole my joke.
No, I'm talking about the emotional heist that I just pulled on all of you.
What are you going on about?
Let me tell you, Charlie, I got your best friend back. Boom, heisted. Bella, I turned you from your evil ways. Boom, heisted. Mary, I healed your relationship with your daughter. Boom, heisted.
Does anyone else get the sense that he doesn't know what heist is?
Hector, I got you to admit that you have feelings. Boom, heisted. Dr. Tokyo, I helped you find love. Boom, heisted. Moontip, I found you someone who saw you for you, not just your position. Boom, heisted. Hobbit, I helped you see the real value that you have. Boom, heisted.
I really don't think you can use the word heist in this way.
Guards, I have no idea who you are. You seem happy you've done so well, become friends with each other. So, boom, heisted, I guess. And Starchips, I got you to face your past, conquer your demons with this place, and choose friendship over pride, and become a better person. So yeah, boom, heisted.
You're telling us that you planned all of this?
Of course.
There's no way you could have planned for all of this.
There is no way that a plan that depended that heavily on Hogarth worked.
Of course I did.
Because you were going to leave.
No, I was pretending. I needed to force you into realising that you didn't need to be selfish and to choose someone else over your own arrogance.
Wow, I really thought we were down for the count.
Well, I did tell you guys, even when it looks like everything is lost, it's all just part of the heist because of some key vital information that I didn't tell you for a dramatic smug reveal at the end.
Too fair. Wow, that is incredible.
Thank you.
Now that's all sorted, there's one more thing we need to sort out. You're not mad that I am marrying your sister, are you?
Your what?
And Moontip, she's my sister.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No. Begs the question, how did you know?
You mean you didn't tell him? He worked it out? All by himself? Unbelievable!
Well, it's kind of obvious, isn't it? I mean, they're both space unicorns.
This is a planet of space.
Well, that's yeah, true. But they clearly knew each other. Plus, it's literally called the Sice system. And this planet is called Superium.
So?
Well, that's just Latin for sister.
You speak Latin?
Plus, after Starchips left, she took the throne. By the rule of succession, that would make her his sister.
I didn't have you pegged as the sort of guy to be convening the succession laws.
So wasn't there a truth? I assumed she was the opposing planet.
I don't know. I guess all the truths were there.
I guess you figured that out as well, Mr. Mastermind.
Nope, I had no idea. I guess Hobbit just heisted me.
Gordo, stop trying to make heisting happen. It's not going to happen.
So, do we need your blessing?
I mean, if it's what you both want, who am I to stand in your way?
Hey, are we supposed to be having a fiesta? Yeah, sounds like a lot of work. God, I'm doing that right now, I'll tell you that. Really? Sheer arrogance, if you ask me.